Ladies and germs, come on in. This is your old pal CHH. We've got a killer video today. First of all, the cure to depression is a Nightmare 5 shirt from the good folks over at Gutter Garbs. Not sponsored. I wish they would sponsor me because I love Gutter Garbs so much. But no, in reality, guys, this is a video I've been excited to do. This is the Severin unboxing of my order. So I have a really big order, and I think that's why I don't think Severin hates me. I've put Severin over a number of times, so I don't think it was personal. Of course, it's not personal, like I think I'm somebody. No, I had a very big order. The one thing I bought that I can't show is my Severin pumpkin shirt that I got. I got a shirt, it's got a pumpkin on it with the Severin person, the girl's face on the front. I got that, but I had to wash it because it had that new shirt smell, that chemical smell that shirts kind of have. So I had to wash it. So that's not in this video, but we got a lot of stuff in here. I want to do this unboxing for a couple reasons. Obviously, I want to show you some of the stuff that I can't wait to talk to you guys about in the future. And also, this is a chance for you guys to tell me what you would like me to talk about or what I should get to watching first. So here's my box, guys. It's right here on the Mega Desk. We're going to go through it. Let's start with the most premium thing that's here, which is Opera. Let's see if you guys can get a shot of that. Opera. There you go. Yeah. So I'm excited about Opera, obviously. This is a thick boy. This is kind of like in the style of what we've been seeing with Cemetery Man, and what else was there? I'm looking over there. Cemetery Man. The sect and the church are kind of like the smaller, but yeah, this is nice. So here's the thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and just review the disc that it comes with, because there's a chance it's not going to look bad. They said something about how it's only effective. The color grading stuff is only bad on certain players, and I'm wondering if that's going to be me or not. I don't know if they're just saying that because they just said that to make it not sound as bad. They're sending out discs for everybody, but wow, this book is big. Making sure there's no nudity in here. I'm excited to watch this, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to review the initial disc that it comes with, and then at the very least do a YouTube short on the new disc, just to see if there's any differences. Because if my player really is fine, that'll be interesting to say, guys, the new disc is no different. There's the artwork on the 4K. 1 disc, 2 disc, 3 disc, 4 disc, 5 disc. That's the soundtrack. So, I mean, I'm glad that Severin got Opera. It's definitely I think it's the last great Dario Argento film. Up until we got the new film he did not long ago called The Dark Glasses, which I think was a great return to form. But I really dig Severin's new style with these releases. This kind of really formal artwork that they're doing, like a real kind of, you know, dark atmospheric shine that they have on these. But this is going to look great next to Cemetery Man, and you're getting the review from me ASAP. You are getting the review ASAP. I'm not just going to unbox it, guys. That's not what I do here on Planet CHH. You guys get the truth on these releases, my truth, and you're going to get a review of this. So stay tuned. Obviously, I'm dropping this video before the review. You are getting the review, and if you're a patron, you'll have it very, very soon. So there's that. That's the first thing. Let's just do grab bag. Well, I'm kind of flipping through here. Okay, first things first. I got my Opera glasses. Why not get these? I got these for $4. I'm just going to stick this on one of my busts. You know, one of my busts, I'm going to, like, my Jasons or something, I'm going to put it on them. But, okay, let's be serious. Silly glasses, I like them. They even say Severin on the side. So, very, very cool. All right, now let's get down to brass tacks. All right, no peeking. Let's do a little shuffle. There's a lot of stuff in here. Here we have... So here's the thing. This is the Kathy's Curse box that's supposed to light up, right? The eyes are supposed... Oh, no, this is... They sold this as a non-working... Okay, I see what they did. Okay. They sold this as a non-working one. So I don't even know if there's something in here, a mechanic that's supposed to trigger this or not. But they sold it as non-working, and it was highly discounted. And so instead of buying the 4K for Kathy's Curse, I got the Blu-ray because I got it. I want to say, too, this was probably one of the best physical media sales of the year. I got this for like $7. So I was like, well, I want the box for Kathy's Curse. I don't really care if it's Blu-ray or 4K. I'm sure this is going to look pretty good. This Blu-ray came out in 2017. So transferred in 2K, that's good enough for Kathy's Curse. So I got Kathy's Curse, and they already went ahead and put it in the case for me, like such. When I opened it up, they already had it in there. So, I mean, now I have Kathy's Curse with the case. So it doesn't work, but I gotta say it is a very nice presentation. I do like it. So to get that box so cheap and separately, win-win. Win-win for me. So there you have it, Kathy's Curse. Yeah, and it's a little bit pressed right there. You can see that. So I can't remember what I paid for the box. I know it was cheap. So getting the box separately and the movie separately, can't complain there. All right, let's see. Oh, this is a slipcover. Ah, yes, yes. Okay, so I pulled Midnight aside. This is a movie I highly recommend. It's a video nasty directed by John Russo. It's about these backwoods cult people. It's awesome. I love the Midnight. Highly recommend. So when I was doing that show a while back with Dead Pit, one of them showed off this, and I was in love with it. So this was the slipcover, exclusive slipcover they did for the Midnight, a.k.a. Backwoods Massacre. Fun fact, the Midnight sold over $1 million worth of VHS back in the day. So I got the slipcover, which I love that slipcover. So I already had the Midnight. Now we're going to put this on the release and see how it looks. Wow, it's flattened like a pancake, man. It's kind of hard to shape out. Wow. Really hard to shape out. Okay, let's see if we can just put this on. That way you guys can get a look at that. Bear with me because this is very stiff. Okay, let's see if we got it. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. Ooh. Gotta be delicate there. There we go. Sorry. That was really flattened out. All right, there you have it, guys. Now look at that. Midnight. Madness begins when the clock strikes 12. Severin Films. So I got this slipcover for a few bucks separately. So there you have it. Really recommend that movie, guys. Now true grab bag. Let's go. Here we go. So this was recommended to me by a lot of people. The Peanut Butter Solution. I don't think this is a horror movie, though. This is some kind of Canadian kids movie that's really whacked out and crazy. This is even a Severin Kids title, which I have a few Severin Kids titles. If you were a child of the 80s, you were likely traumatized for life by repeated viewings of this on cable and TV. If you've never seen it, nothing can prepare you for the damage that awaits your psyche. For our debut release, Severin Kids presents the notoriously strange and creepy Canadian kiddie feature about bringing winos, sudden baldness, psychotic teachers, suburban abductions, juvenile sweatshops, and the icky connection. Oh my God, I'm just going to stop right there. The Peanut Butter Solution, guys. So everybody was recommending me this. I'm definitely going to do a review on that, or at least a video or a short. You guys will know my thoughts on that. Super excited about that. Next up, Andy Warhol presents Blood for Dracula. So what I did with this sale, you guys may notice so far there's a lot of Blu-rays. I definitely have some 4Ks in here, but there was a lot of titles where the Blu-rays prices were so competitive with on the sale. Obviously, this has a 4K release. I even think this had a chunky box 4K release, but I've never seen Blood for Dracula, and I have studied stuff about Andy Warhol, but I don't know much about him. So I thought, well, I've never seen this film before. I want to have it because I am a Dracula fan. Why not get the Blu-ray for a few bucks? And I'm sure I'll be totally happy with this, and I'm sure this is, 4K negative from the camera negative. So for me to take the risks on movies I haven't seen on Blu-ray, with them as well still being 4K scans, I think you guys can agree I really can't go wrong going this route. So yeah, a film by Paul Morrissey. Immediately after completing Flesh for Frankenstein, Paul Morrissey and star Udo Kier created what remains a sumptuous, depraved Euroshocker. Cunning political allegory and wickedly funny horror that obliterates the line between art and bad taste. That's good enough for me. Something I'll get to eventually. This is probably not at the top of my list right now, but I wanted to have this. Let me know if you're a fan of Blood for Dracula, or let me know if you hate it. Either one. We have a lot to go through, guys, so here we go. Next up, we've got Extraterrestrial Visitors. Now, this is not a Severin Kids title, which is interesting. I thought this would have been a Severin's Kids title. From Juan Piquer Simon, the infamous writer-director of Pieces and Slugs. Oh, wow. Wow. Pieces and Slugs. I love Pieces and Slugs. I didn't even realize that the guy who did Pieces and Slugs was the same guy. Like, that's kind of news to me. What is this about? A screwy ET-influenced film in Euro-cult history. When snorkel-nosed furry aliens arrive on Earth, they encounter a foggy wilderness filled with sociopathic poachers. I remember Pizzal reviewing this, and he made it sound like it was absolutely bizarre, 1983. There's these weird-looking Star Wars alien things in the back that are real furry-looking. Wow. So, yeah, there you have it. Extraterrestrial Visitors. Excited to watch that one, too. Let's continue. Oh, we got our sticker, of course. Next up, guys, we've got A Day of Judgment. Now, this was recommended to me, I believe, by Wes from Dead Pit. He was like, hey, you need to grab that. The night he came to collect his own. Let's read about this one. This looks like a really interesting dark slasher. From Earl Owensby Studios, the South's biggest producer, distributor of 70s and 80s regional horror and exploitation hits, comes what may be the most obscure and bizarre slasher movie in the entire godless genre. In a 1930s small town rife with lust, corrupt, and sin, a mysterious figure wielding a scythe arrives to cut an unholy swath of murder, madness, and moralizing that may lead straight to hell. William T. Hicks, Brownlee Davis, Jerry Rushing, and Harris Bloodworth star in this early 80s oddity worth seeing as something very different. Very interesting. The back pictures are really something else. Give me a lot of I have a lot of imagination seeing, you know, this guy's head floating on, or not floating, but sitting on the grass, headless. The guy in the back with the scythe. It looks very interesting, and I'm always down to see a slasher film that I've never seen before. So, guys, this is A Day of Judgment. Let me know if you're a fan of that. So far, that's got my interest big time. Let's keep going, y'all. We have a lot to go through. Yeah, here's another one, guys. Blu-ray as well. I got Faceless Blu-ray. The 1988 big-budget Euro sleaze classic inspired by Eyes Without a Face director Jess Franco, which I knew what I was kind of getting with Franco. Franco has a very certain style, shall we say. Brought together an international all-star cast. A depraved tale of disfigurement, dismemberment, Nazi surgeons. There's words in here I'm horrible at pronouncing. I'm from Louisiana, guys. Give me a break. It looks like an explosively graphic, insane movie. And, of course, very sleazy, as I can see in the back. You know, there's definitely some sex appeal to this. It just looks whacked out and crazy, and movies that I at least want to own and experience once. If I never experience them much after this, that's fine. I also like cataloging Jess Franco stuff. I became a big fan of him over the last couple of years, but he's not for everybody. That I can tell you. That I can tell you. Let's continue, shall we? Let's do a little mixeroo in here. Okay, what do we have next, guys? Here we go. The next one we have is, in fact, Spider Labyrinth. This was recommended to me by a number of people that thought I would really get a kick out of this and that I would enjoy. I believe I think it was sold to me that there was some really cool stop motion stuff in here. This is another one where the 4K was available. This is a new release from Severin, but like I said, to get this, which is the 4K scan from the negative, and the pricing of the Blu-ray versions were just so competitive. I mean, the pricing was so cheap as opposed to getting the 4K, which was as well on sale, but still more money. It was a no-brainer for me to just go ahead and get the Blu-ray for this, especially since I haven't seen it, because if I don't love it, I had spent less money on it, less of a risk, a calculated risk, that sort of thing. But this is going to be a fun watch. I'm a big fan of creature features, so to speak, and movies about snakes and spiders and bears and things like this. So this is going to be interesting. A forgotten horror gem. If you ever wondered what our Argento adaptation of a Lovecraft story would look like, here's your chance. So yeah, very cool. Very cool. I'm excited to check this out. Oh, the guy who did effects for Cemetery Man did this as well. So that's a good sign. So let me know if you're a fan of Spider Labyrinth, guy. That's really cool. Let's continue. Here we go. This one's heavy. I did pick up this one on 4K. This is Nightmare. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Nightmare. Let's take the slip off. I gotta say, the slip on that is really nice. The slipcover stuff that they've been doing as of late is also very on par with the stuff we're seeing from Vinegar Syndrome and TerrorVision and stuff. So I applaud Severin for their quality. They're really like, okay, the bar has been raised. We can stay behind like Scream Factory, or we can raise our bar. And they did that. So here's the 4K of Nightmare. I was told that this was a cool movie and I should go for it on 4K. It's been called graphic and unapologetic, but brutally effective and a forgotten classic. It remains the most reviled, controversial, and misunderstood genre film of the 80s. Now this is why I remember getting it on 4K. Reading about it, I was like, okay, if this movie is as bad as it says, I will take the gamble on getting this on 4K. I do remember that now. It's been so long since I ordered these. It's all coming back to me. When a homicidal mental patient flees an experimental drug program, he'll leave a 5-day trial of psychosexual carnage from the peep show of a 42nd Street to the gore-soaked shores of Florida. Written and directed by Romano Scavolini, this devastating masterpiece, whose UK release as Nightmares in a Damaged Brain led to the imprisonment of the distributor, has been scanned from the internegative and various foreign print source to create the most complete version ever assembled. That's something else. A 3-disc release, a ton of special features too. So it was a very stacked release, which is another reason I was like, okay, it was a gamble I took on this one, but I thought it was a safer one. So yeah, I'm very even the slipcover is really just kind of like, what am I going to get myself into? And the gore on the back of this is just remarkable. So yeah, let me know, guys. I thought, why not go for that one in 4K in terms of the features and how insane it sounded. It sounded like something I was willing to take a chance on. What else we have? I had to get this. Lucio Fulci's Enigma. I don't remember if this one even had a 4K on the website or if it's even come out on 4K. But for some reason, I was going through my shelves. What happened was I had made my order the night that everything went down. But then a few days later, they said, hey, you can add to your order. And so I looked on the site, like I'm sure a lot of people did, and I was kind of seeing what I had, what I didn't have from Severin. Sure enough, I didn't have Enigma from Lucio Fulci. I've heard mixed things about this movie, but I thought to catalog and to own the movie, to own a Fulci film for the collection, and to be able to see it for the first time, I believe maybe I have seen Enigma. I might have streamed this. I can't remember, to be honest with you. It's kind of slipping my brain now. This image looks very, very familiar. I can't remember for sure. But regardless, I didn't own it, so to get it this cheap on that sale, awesome. So yeah, great artwork on that. And that's a Blu-ray. I think this is 4K from the camera negative. So yeah. Maybe it didn't have a 4K. I don't know. Next up we have Beyond Darkness. I had to grab this. I think I have this movie already in a double feature from Scream Factory, but I was hoping that this one was going to look better. I could be off on that. This movie is crazy. I wanted to get this because obviously this was directed by Clyde Anderson, a.k.a. Claudio Fragasso, the creator of Troll 2, the creator of Monster Dog starring Alice Cooper, which you guys know I love Alice Cooper, so I love Claudio. He also did Zombie 4 and half of Zombie 3, if memory serves. Claudio is an eclectic director who made wacko movies, and Beyond Darkness is one that I like. I'm excited to revisit this one for sure. Maybe this won't look better than the Scream Factory release, but I kind of got this out of just my loyalty to Claudio. So there's that. So that's been my order. We have one more. And this was interesting. This came with a slip, and I got this for a few bucks. This was so cheap. I got Overboard. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I mean, I had to get this. So it's also one of those interesting rando titles that they had. And now this release came out probably a while ago from 2021. So yeah, Goldie Hawn and Kurt, I don't know if they started dating after doing this movie, but they're still together, which is great. So yeah, Overboard. I think everybody should have this in their Severin collection. which is kind of weird for me to say because I just got it. But because it's just such a random title for them to have, I think that's so cool. So, and I think if you support getting these kinds of titles, they'll experiment as well. I mean, I really do wish they would have got Drop Dead Fred. I thought it would have been a big deal for them, but they didn't. They didn't, and it is what it is. It went to Vinegar Syndrome, and that's fine. But there you have it, guys. I think that's everything. Let's see. Yeah, my box is empty. So expect a review on Opera soon. Let me know what you guys would be interested in hearing me talk about. There's definitely titles like Nightmare that has my attention. There's movies like Spider Labyrinth that have my attention for sure, and Peanut Butter Solution. But if anything's in there, you're like, whoa, Christian, go to that. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. This is your old pal CHH. God bless you guys, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.